tough day. We did not have our best day. Hats off to the Terps. They played really well. They were much improved from a week ago, and I thought we kind of went the other direction a little bit. We came out hot, played well in the first quarter for the first few minutes. It seemed like we lost a little bit of that fire, and I think just maybe we're a little more hopeful that we were going to get it back than assertive to take it. So, learning lesson for us. That there's some good things that we did out there, but clearly not enough of them against a very good team. So we are awaiting our fate on Sunday night. Excited for the opportunity to compete again and earn ourselves more time together.
Yeah, Coach, 1 for 4 on the man up. What can you say about that? How can you improve?
We need a little more urgency moving the ball. I think we tend to take our time getting into it, and it doesn't really seem to fit us very well. Not that we need to get earlier shots or I don't know, be riskier. We just need to move the ball a little bit quicker and find better opportunities. Even that last one we had 17 seconds left and 50 seconds on the shot clock afterwards, and there's no need to force it with 1 second on the penalty if you still got 50 seconds left to play offense. And I think that's there's some discipline that comes with that. We can prepare them a little bit better for how to handle those situations, but just a costly turnover at that time.
For you guys defensively, it seems like you guys handled some of their top end moves reasonably well, whether it's second midfield, stuff like that. I mean, how do you kind of size up how they were able to generate things?
They interchange first and second midfield lines pretty well. Sometimes they play their second midfield line more than the first. I don't know if I really need to differentiate if there is a first or a second. They got a lot of good players, and they do a good job of playing well together. It's always an impressive bunch. Coach Tillman does a very good job of coaching a quality team lacrosse, and that's usually what you're going to run up against. You can't make mistakes for yourself.
Coach, in your eyes, what do you really think the Maryland defense did against your offense after that first quarter? Because you guys really struggled in the second.
I don't want to take anything away from them. I thought they did a great job. I just thought we lacked a little bit of the urgency that we came out with. I thought we were attacking the middle of the field, we were drawing slides, and we were getting deeper into clocks. And I thought, later on, we started to get a little bit impatient. We were a little casual on the perimeter. If you're not playing hard enough to free yourself to make a good pass, and sometimes you make an average pass, and against a good guy that's approaching well and disrupts the other end of it, it ends up on the ground. They played really well there.
Yeah, Coach, you got off to an unbelievable start. You're up 3-0, and then all of a sudden you got hit with like 3 or 4 turnovers. Mm-hmm. Was that something, that you think that's what turned it that early?
I don't know if that felt a whole lot different than anything that we've done the last, handful of games. I think we've had some ups and downs, we've had some lulls, we've had some hot starts. I think really the response to that is what hurt us more than anything. I think we never really got that urgency back. And maybe that came from a week off, I don't know. It's the first time we've done that all season. We've had probably more success jamming multiple games into a week than we have playing 0 games in a week. So it was a new experience for us. We got to use it as a learning opportunity. But I don't think it changes any of our belief in what we were able to do together.
Coach, Ajax and John Kemper were both out today. Did that change your mindset strategically on offense?
No, Kemper played a little bit, not that much, but no. I mean, they're pretty deep there. Obviously, those guys are very good, but for the most part, we run what we run, and we try and take advantage of the opportunities that we have. And if we're not initiating the right way, if we're not moving the ball and taking care of it, if we're not controlling tempo and spacing the field well, I don't know if the personnel is as significant as maybe it seems from the outside.
You mentioned getting ready for the postseason and whatnot. How do you feel about your bunch as you head into the NCAA?
Hopeful.
Coach, you mentioned how this Maryland team was much improved from a week and a half ago. What was the biggest difference?
I mean, I think I don't want to say much improved. They did a great job. They I don't want to say that they didn't do a great job a couple weeks ago. They were better this week, and I think they probably did a few of the things the last time we played them that we did tonight. They had a few turnovers, some mistakes in transition, a couple substitution errors, and just not as sharp shooting the ball. And I thought today they were much more patient. They were much more disciplined in their movement, and their spacing on offense. They dodged from the purpose and didn't take that first shot. They probably scored 3 goals with less than 10 seconds on a shot clock. Those are killers. So I thought they did a really good job.
On those goals, it seemed like they were really getting to the backside on late in those possessions. Is that true?
We talked about it mid-game. You know, when they push down the side and swing through X, they do a good job of folding over the top. And you know, we're trying to anchor with cutters, but we're getting lost and you know, not bumping through. And it was just a mistake and things that we know we can do better. But it's like everything else we preach on our defensive end of the field. It's solved by ball pressure and extending out to make sure that we're challenging everybody everywhere we can. And I think we were a little soft at that, and that's probably what left open guys up top more than anything.
Coach, Russell Melendez scored 2 goals in the first 5 minutes of the game. Greg guarded him for most of it. What would you say about his performance, and do you make tweaks throughout the game to try and get him the ball more?
I mean, we're always trying to get him the ball. I think he's a very you know, capable young man, and he does a great job leading our offense. I thought, you know, he had some opportunities early, and he capitalized on those. And I thought, you know, number one did an excellent job making some adjustments and you know, finding ways to close those openings. But I think just the nature of our offense, guys get switched on matchups all the time. So I don't even know if he was, you know, it was so much. Number one is you know, in general, I thought they did a good job, you know, timing their slides, getting to hands, and pushing us away from the middle of the field. We needed to be a little bit more assertive getting to the middle of the field because we're not drawing slides against a good team if we don't.
Coach, how do you avoid any sense of being deflated, not being able to play in the title game when you're on turf, and kind of turning the page to postseason here?
Good question. I mean, I don't think. I think there's an opportunity to use this as motivation and you know, let it sting a little bit. You know, I don't want to say I want the guys to come here and watch the game or anything like that, but it's definitely going to hurt. You know, watching our conference rivals play a championship game on our home field. I think the most significant takeaway is that the next opportunity we have together, we have to earn a chance to stay together. And maybe that wasn't the case today, and that crept in a little bit, I don't know. But I think so far this year, I've been really impressed with what the guys would do when they were in a tough situation, you know, at the end of games and in you know, tough turnarounds. And I think that's become part of our identity, and I think it was a little lacking today. And it's the first scenario that we haven't had that type of situation, maybe a week off, and you know, maybe we just got to find a way to maintain that in all scenarios.